Alrighty, so thanks for speaking with me today, Jaylen. Congrats on the new season.
Thank
Uh,
you.
First, I wanted to start out and ask, what was it like to get back together with the cast and crew?
I mean, honestly, it felt like we never left because we would hang out in between season one and filming season two, and then from season two to premiere. So it really, I mean, it feels good, but I mean, honestly, I just saw them a week and a half ago, So I'm like, great, see y'all next week.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's fun. We're just really like one big family, and I love them. They're very real and they're very easy to work with and easy to be around, and they allow you to really be yourself, your authentic self. So I mean, I love whenever I get to be around them.
yeah, that's great. You definitely get that sense of camaraderie and family with the show.
Yeah.
With the second season, what are you most excited for audiences to discover with Trisha's journey?
I'm excited for them to see her vulnerability that she's able to have, this season versus the first season. I feel like the first season she had her mask on, like, and as that kind of character would. But then like there she goes through trials and tribulations in season two and different, obstacles that allow you to see that mask kind of come off. So I'm hoping that they are going to be able to relate to her even more. Even people who may not behave like her, they're like, oh, whoa, like I was in that exact same situation and I reacted the same way. I didn't even know that she had that in her. And I'm really looking forward to her being a little bit softer.
Great. So this show, it deals with characters and settings that are often underrepresented in media, if represented at all. What
Mhm.
are some of the ways that you hope this show can challenge that?
I mean, a great question. I feel like it challenges it because people who look like Trish and have the kind of job that Trish has, sometimes they're on survival mode. And I know for Trish specifically, and this is only who I'm speaking on, Trish is constantly on survival mode. She knows what it's like to have no money. She knows what it's like to have money, and she knows what it's like for the money to be taken away and her to have to go back to square one. And I'm hoping with this, people will see her and watch her and be like, oh, like all she is just trying to survive, and she's just trying to make some money. And hopefully people who unfortunately may look over somebody who looks like Trish and not hire them, I'm hoping this will open their eyes to having a more empathetic understanding of who she is and who these kind of people represent. And all they want is to survive in America. And unfortunately, they don't get to have that same privilege as other people do with getting ahead and being able to get those opportunities immediately. And just because you look a certain way does not mean you are not going to work hard and do what you have to do. So I really just hope it opens their eyes and they get to decide to hire somebody who is different from the normal person that they may hire. And I know that they'll be pleasantly surprised with who this person is and what a light that they can be and what they can bring to a company or or a business, whatever you think of. And I mean, I think it's really important for them to get that representation. And especially, strippers, they're not just girls who want to just show their bodies. And it's a career, it's a job, and it's a way they survive. A lot of them are paying for school. A lot of them are paying their way to get to an ultimate goal. And I think it's very unfair for people to automatically look at them, look at a sex worker, mark her off, and, shun her and belittle her or him. And with this, I'm hoping it shows a whole different side, and it shows a way different perspective than what people have. So that's what I'm really hoping people take away is like give people a chance. Give
Mhm.
them a chance.
Yeah, that's good. Give them a chance. I mean, I know for me it's been eye-opening in different ways. I will say as someone who has a close friend who lives in Oakland, I
Mhm.
visited the city. It's a very vibrant place.
Mhm.
Um I'm just curious as far as like the representation of Oakland, what was it like to film a show that takes place there? And what do you hope to, continue to showcase and show people about Oakland?
How much history is there and how much Oakland has influenced the culture around us. And it's such a beautiful place. You know, the Black Panther movement, the artwork, the diversity, the people have such unique personalities and different stories that, you know, hopefully it just we bring more attention to Oakland and how dynamic it is and how amazing of a community that they are. But also my biggest thing is, you know, I'm not from Oakland. I'm from La Puente, California. And I was really excited to see the Mexican culture in Oakland be so celebrated as well. And I'm Mexican. So being able to play a character that's Black and Mexican, like how I am in real life, was really exciting. And I think that with Oakland and LA, they always have like some kind of feud, but really like we feed off of each other. You know, we give and they take, and they give and we take, and hopefully, you know, one day the beef can settle down, and we're all just on the West Coast still. We all love each other.
Yeah. So, just kind of a final question, lighthearted question. Are there any kind of fun stories you have about interacting with the other cast members and crew backstage?
Hmm. Do I have any? I mean, I have so many that it's like, where are they? Every day. One thing that I can remember is I remember it was me and all the makeup artists. We were sitting down, just, you know, waiting in between scenes. And I came in to work this day when I didn't have to work, just because sometimes they get bored when I'm not working. And I'm like, let me just go. And I have FOMO. So like, I'm like, something's going to happen that I'm not there for. So when I went over there, we were just joking around and I was like, oh, I'm going to mimic so-and-so. I'm going to act like David. And so I'm like, you guys, I was like, who am I? Who am I? Yeah, yeah, totally. And they're like, David. And we were just, you know, I mean, it's not really that funny. You have to be there for it. But I was just mimicking everybody and having a blast. I wish I had something cooler for you, but I don't.
Well, I think it's a perfect David impression to me. So I do
You
want to
saw
thank.
me twisting my hair. Did you see that? The twisting of the hair. Have you talked to him yet?
I did talk to him. I noticed a little bit of a hair twist, so
Yeah. I
I
mean,
can see the.
that's the guy.
Well, I do want to thank you so much for talking with me today, Jaylen, and congrats again on the new season.
Thank you.
I'm super excited for everyone else to check it out as well.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yep.